Darkness. A vast space of emptiness. That's what most creation stories begin with. To scientists, it was gas and dust coming together in darkness 4.6 billion years ago that formed the world as we know it. Well, a much more molten version of it, but Earth nonetheless. According to the Kuba people in Africa, a god called Bumba, who lived alone in darkness, vomited the moon, sun, stars, and certain creatures to form the beginning of Earth. Truth is, no one really knows how life began. All we know are these stories that come from places with different worldviews. They offer an explanation to the different realities people face around the world, and how from darkness came light and life. The meaning of life. What is it? To try and at least get an idea of what it is, you need to understand a couple of things. 1. Time. In the creation stories I mentioned previously, it is obvious that there is no concrete date to when time began, although the abstract concept has given many people a purpose in life. In time, there is the past, present, and future. Because of this, it makes sense that time is linear. Essentially, time is a bunch of now moments, which can be seen as the present. Events happen sequentially, so you can't go back in time and change things. You can only do things now that can alter your future. In other words, it's the choices people make that affect their future. Another thing about time is that it's infinite. Yes, people will die, the world will end, and life as we know it will cease to exist, but the entity of time will remain. This brings me to my next idea that people need to understand: death. Time has no end, whereas humans are simply finite. What comes after death is also one of the many things people have yet to discover, but it's death that makes life so meaningful. Many fear death, but for others, it's what they thrive off of. The matter of fact is, having been given a restricted amount of time to live in a universe where time is infinite allows people to cherish the time they have on Earth and go experience many things because humans can only live for so long. Life would lose its value if everyone lived forever. So now, what is life and its meaning? Life, according to Wikipedia, is the existence of an individual, human being, or animal. The meaning of a life for a dog, for example. A dog, specifically an older one, will play, eat, drink, sleep, and love their family unconditionally. For their entire life, it's all they know, aside from their usual sit, lay down, shake tricks. Dogs are meant to live a fun, happy life with their companion, because all dogs know is how to live in the moment. People cherish the time they have with their pets so much because they become a part of them that are only around for 10, 12, maybe 15 years. For a toddler, the meaning of life isn't too complex. Tina, can I ask you a question?
What?
What's the meaning of life?
Bambolina?
Vampirina?
Yeah.
They're just learning how to speak and do things for themselves. They, like a dog, play, eat, drink, and sleep all day. Toddlers don't dwell on the past or plan ahead either. They stick to the present, what they do know. It's when people get older that life becomes more complex or difficult, some would say. Seniors in high school are faced with questions about who they are and what makes them so special. They are expected to figure out what they want in life and how to accomplish certain tasks to get what they want. After reaching adulthood, you are expected to have a stable, happy relationship with others. These are the stages where the meaning of life tends to get a bit hazy. I think overall, it's important to not forget who you are. It's easy for people to worry about what they did or didn't do in the past, or what will happen to them in the future. People should do what they once did and live in the present. It's easy to lose yourself along the way, but living in the moment reminds people that nothing lasts forever. So the meaning of life? That would include companionship, happiness, and being present. Yes, they're cliches, but it's only that because it's true.